The following is a presentation of ABC 27 Sports.
From ABC 27 and Advanced Hoops, it's High School Sports Live, presented by Arlington Orthopedics. Tonight, high school basketball, a girls-boys doubleheader, a big battle in the Mid-Penn Keystone Division. It's Cumberland Valley hosting Chambersburg. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cumberland Valley High School. John Reppitz, joined by Advanced Hoops Director Charlie Fortney and the coach, Todd McCall. And Todd, Cumberland Valley girls come in here with an 8-8 record. Very important game because they're right on the cusp of making the playoffs. How important a game is this for them?
Well, Coach Wolf and his girls, the CV girls, know this is a dangerous game. They're 8-8. They need breathing room. They need a win tonight to be up there in the rankings. You got to be above 20. Cumberland Valley knows that Chambersburg is dangerous in 4-10. This is one of those tough ones as a coach.
Okay, thanks, Todd. And Charlie, at 4-10, hasn't been a great season for Chambersburg. What do they have to play for tonight, and what are they up against?
Well, I agree with Todd. Chambersburg girls are dangerous. They almost beat Cumberland Valley on the road. Chambersburg girls are very young. They do have a senior leader, Brittany Hickey, who needs to have a big game tonight, but between Ryan Walker and Hickey, they average over 30 points a game, so they definitely have the ability to get the job done. But it's going to be a tall order against the Cumberland Valley front line, but look for this to be a battle, and I think this could be anyone's game the second time around.
Okay, the girls are the first at 2. The boys will be coming up a little bit later. We'll talk about them between games. This is the second time these teams have met this year. Cumberland Valley won the opener. Will the same thing happen again tonight? Stay tuned. We'll find out next. It's Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley on ABC 27.
All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seem shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it's just a beautiful thing.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley High School.
To be looking at
we
us.
are set for the start of our boys-girls doubleheader. It's Chambersburg at Cumberland Valley. Chambersburg girls come in with a record of 4-10, 2-7 in league play. And Cumberland Valley, as we talked about in the pregame, very important game, 8-8 overall and 4-5 in league play. And Charlie, let's touch upon our Penn National Insurance keys to the game.
Yeah, also brought to us by Cumberland Valley Insurance. We got Hickey and Ryan must get touches. They're 22 points of the offense for Chambersburg. They box out, must keep the Friars off the glass. The size hurt them in the first loss. And nothing, Falconer and Schneidman must score for Cumberland Valley. Kelly Friars is the X factor again. Her size needs to pay off. and they need to win to stay in this district playoff hunt and try to push their record to 9-8.
And we are underway. Early turnover or traveling call on Chambersburg, or on Cumberland Valley. Chambersburg in the dark blue uniforms going right to left on the screen in the opening half. Nice feed inside. Blocked underneath. It's Kelly Friars with the block for the Lady Eagles.
Well, and she picked up John on where she left off in the win at Chambersburg, which she was a big factor. 6'2" is always hard to cover up, but that's like 6'9" in boys basketball.
Feed inside, that's Friars. Kicks it back out. Falconer, jumper, no good.
Jackie Falconer for Cumberland Valley, a Division I Ivy League prospect. Oh, there's
Friars will follow inside.
She can get it going from outside, Jackie Faulkner, their junior leader. This team's young, Cumberland Valley, and so is Chambersburg girls with Darrell Walker, number 23 at the point, averaging 11 a game. Marche Ryan, a junior, averaging 10 points a game. Very promising prospect as well, very athletic.
As we quickly mention the starting lineups here for Chambersburg, it's Brittany Hickey on the floor along with Hunter Martin, Lashira Rivera, Marche Ryan, and Darrell Walker. I'll get to the Eagles in just a second. Feed inside to Friars, a little spin move, no good. Tipped around, and we have a foul call. Also on the floor for Cumberland Valley to start the game, Taylor Sneidman, Jennifer Falconer, Ashley Johnson, Jackie Falconer, and the big girl we were mentioning already, Kelly Friars.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ashley Johnson, a freshman, Jennifer Falconer, a freshman at guard. Coach Wolf is trusting these young ladies, and I'll tell you what, they've been a spark to this season, bringing them some fire at the guard spots.
CV, the home
I
team
failed
on
to
top.
mention Taylor Schneidman. 3 freshmen starting at the 1-2-3. I don't know if that's happened in a long time.
Two minutes gone, and there's another turnover for Chambersburg. Eagles in the home white, moving left to right. Friars lobs inside. Falconer on the end line. Turnover for the Eagles.
That entry pass, John, usually needs to be made from that wing angle. Get the 45-degree angle into the post. Those are always tough. Pushing posts out of bounds, making it from out there.
Chambersburg looking to get on the board. Just over 2 minutes in. Back come the Eagles. Near side jumper, in and out was Jennifer Falconer. Trojans with the rebound, looking to run. Up off the glass wildly, no good. Over the end line, and the Chambersburg Trojans will retain possession.
Early on, Chambersburg struggling to find offense, and there's a nice cutback door. Those are the kind of things the Lady Trojans are going to have to do to try to get some points on the board, is move well without the basketball.
Foul called inside as the entry pass went into Kelly Friars.
Lashira Rivera for Chambersburg, number 20, has her hands full. Only a junior, 5'9", but going up against 6'2", Friars.
Drive from the corner, high off the glass is Taylor Sneidman with her first hoop of the night. CV up 4-0. Wild shot, no good. That's Sneidman with the rebound. Lead pass, nice lead pass up and in by Jennifer Falconer.
Tell you what, this Schneidman's looking pretty good here.
And we have an early timeout as Cumberland Valley jumped out to an early 6-0 lead. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
Here's a deal, an amazing choosing pizza still. Get any Pizza Hut pizza for $10, it's for real. So go ahead and ask yourself, what have I got to lose? For just $10, now you get to choose. Any pizza, any toppings, any crust. There's no stopping, any size you decide. For $10 you can buy any pizza, any toppings, any crust. There's no stopping, any size you decide. For $10 you can buy any.
Back to Cumberland Valley High School. The home Eagles on top 6-0. And let's go to our third member of the broadcast team, Todd McCall, for his early observations. Todd?
Gentlemen, one of the things I like, first of all, Cumberland Valley, I love the late push up the floor, fill the lane, easy bucket. They're going to have to do that all night. The second thing, let's go Chambersburg just for a second. I like their push up front, but given size right now is hurting them a little bit. But there's a team out there on the floor that really has some promise, Charlie.
Yeah, exactly. And Coach Chambersburg coach here going early. Coach Anthony Rose going early to the bench. Maybe try to shake it up with a little bit of a different lineup. Try to find something else that's going to work here. The Chambersburg Lady Trojans could be coming out a little bit nervous here. Sometimes teams react differently to being on live TV, John.
Checking in for the Trojans is number 11, Allie Reinhardt, and number 12, Tayana Harrison.
John, we're going to have to get a live shot here of my man Todd with that bow tie on tonight. Todd McCall, our sideline guy, sporting the bow tie.
Well, I appreciate the call out on the bow tie. This is my little one, Emma, bought this one for me, picked this one out for me, and you know what? This is the playoff tie. These games mean something, so you got to change it up a little bit, Charlie.
We got a shot of the bow tie right there.
Almost halfway through the opening quarter, Chambersburg still looking to get on the board. They trail 6-0.
Good pressure defense by Jennifer Falconer at the point. Now we got a foul on Lori, Fryer. That might be number 2, John. That's her second.
That's the replay. There's her second foul.
Now here's a development. She's got number 2. She's going to go out. Cumberland Valley's going to bring in another player. Fine, let's see, number 21. Yeah. Molly Stanton at 5'7". Now the score is starting to even a little bit here on the size. Look for Chambersburg to try to take advantage of Fryer's foul trouble.
Megan Rhodes checks in for Cumberland Valley, along with Molly Stanton, number 21.
Nice.
And Chambersburg gets on the board. 2 foul shots for Dara Walker. So it's now 6-4, or 6-2. And a steal by the Trojans.
That 2-2-1's working for Chambersburg.
Taken right back. Schneidman dishes, lay it up, no good. Loose ball underneath and held possession.
Charlie, one of the things I like right away out of Schneidman is the push up the floor. She really, really gets that natural push up the floor, and that's going to help Cumberland Valley right now.
Yeah. Absolutely, Todd. Chambersburg went with a little size off the bench. Jen Richards, a senior.
5'10" senior forward. Hickey in the lane. They're going to call her for the carry.
Or that would have been an NBA continuation. WNBA continuation.
Approaching the 3-minute mark. Cumberland Valley leads Chambersburg 6-2.
Chambersburg with 4 turnovers. That's because of the pressure of the 3 freshman guards for Cumberland Valley.
Entry pass to Falconer, did everything, but the ball just would not fall. Over the end line, Eagles keep possession. CV to inbound. Falconer fakes, drives, pulls up in the lane, off the iron, no good.
Jackie Falconer, a 6', 6'1" shooting wing. We don't see that too often.
And there she is on the follow underneath, up and off the rim, no good, but she draws the foul.
I've had the pleasure, John, to work with this young lady on her shot, so I hope she makes a few buckets tonight. But I think the nicest thing about Jackie is she's a good leader for her on and off the court. A great student athlete.
There's the move right there. Shot of Bill Wolf, the Cumberland Valley coach. As Falconer hit the first foul shot. She will shoot a second and makes the second as well. Cumberland Valley on top, 8-2, 2.5 to go, tonight's opening quarter. Hickey drives to the hoop, turns it over. While we have the stoppage in play, let's go down to Todd.
Charlie, you had mentioned Jackie Faulkner, and one of the things I like about her size is the upsize. Is she's got that college size, 6'1", can shoot outside. But down here on the floor, you hear the talk on the baseline, and she's really calling out screens. She's calling out, just the little leadership type of things that make a team better. And I think that is something you can't measure in stats. Gentlemen?
Yeah, I agree. And John, we're seeing that. Todd's talking about seeing that from down there. We're seeing that from up here. She's like the floor general. She's one of our featured student athletes in spotlights because of a 3.5+ GPA, but she's carrying that IQ onto the court, that's for sure.
Friars with the left hand is up and in. Cumberland Valley hits double digits. Their lead is now 8. It's 10-2. Megan Rhodes is on that one.
Man, Megan Rhodes, a 5'10" freshman. I tell you what, Cumberland Valley's future looks promising.
That was Rhodes 35, not Friars 32.
Imagine if this was their freshman team. If you took all these girls and you had them play Todd and John at 4 in the afternoon, that would be pretty gruesome here. That wouldn't be fair. Coach Wolf, that wouldn't be fair, so that's why you brought him up on varsity. You're a good man.
And just think what he's going to have in 2 or 3 years with all the experience they're going to be gaining.
Tell you what, Cumberland Valley did themselves a favor when they hired Coach Bill Wolf, because they got somebody that knows the game, great with kids, great with parents, just knows how to build a program.
That was Marche Ryan with a pair of foul shots for Chambersburg, but right back was Megan Rhodes inside again for Cumberland Valley.
John and Charlie, that basket was set up. One of the things I used to love to run at Susquehanna is the UCLA cut for that quick back door. They got the ball swung and went inside. And I tell you what, but Chambersburg's answering down here on the other end, making things interesting. But I love that UCLA cut. I love the fact that Bill Wolf's squad is going inside to the bigs tonight.
It was Marche Ryan with the first field goal of the night for Chambersburg. It's now a 12-6 game as we're under a minute to go. Chambersburg foul. Third team. Cumberland Valley has 5 team fouls in the opening quarter.
John, it just seems like Cumberland Valley, this is all Cumberland Valley, but you look up at the score, it's 2-basket game. And Chambersburg doing a good job of changing it up. They're now in like an extended 3-2, matching up on the ball. It's working a little bit here. It's making Cumberland Valley have to think a lot, move the ball around. Here's Allie Reinhardt, has the ball. She's a sophomore. Not too many upperclassmen here.
And Charlie, one of the differences, don't you think, too, when Chambersburg was able to close that game to 6, now Coach Rose is able to go back in that 2-3 and buying some time inside a little bit, too, to help with the bigs.
Yes. Alyssa Heinisch with the ball. I'm sorry. I looked in the wrong roster there, John.
10 seconds to go in the quarter. Eagles looking for the final shot. Good defense by the Trojans. Lob past baseline, drive to the hoop, swatted away, no good. First quarter is in the books. Cumberland Valley leads Chambersburg 12-6. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
Select Physical Therapy Student Athlete Spotlight. David Craig is setting the boards ablaze this year at Cumberland Valley. He has scored 147 points so far this season and averaged 10.5 points per game, along with a GPA greater than 3.5. Meanwhile, CV Lady Eagle Jackie Falconer is setting her own fires this year, averaging 13.4 points per game with nearly 200 points scored so far. Like David, Jackie also holds a 3.5 plus GPA. David and Jackie are tonight's Select Physical Therapy Student Athlete Spotlight.
Second quarter underway at Cumberland Valley High School. The home Eagles leading the visiting Chambersburg Trojans by a score of 12-6. John Reppitz along with Charlie Fortney and Todd McCall welcoming you to CV for the first of two games tonight. Girls-boys doubleheader, Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley, and there's a turnover. Chambersburg bringing it back. Lead pass inside was tipped away. They say no.
Looked like it was off Cumberland Valley. That was a quick one.
And take a look at, find us on Facebook at High School Sports Live for photos, video highlights, updates, and more. Like us on Facebook on High School Sports Live.
Tell you what, Chambersburg's really helping themselves out here in this first half. Thanks to Jim Gallagher, we see they're 4 for 4 from the foul line, our statistician. First half, Chambersburg. They're helping her cause out. Cumberland Valley's 2 for 2. So between both teams, these girls are practicing their foul shots in the early going. That's for sure. Tell you who's impressive to me, Todd and John, is this number 32, Meg Rhodes, for Cumberland Valley. Just very crafty with the basketball. She has good size. She's a freshman. She has that lefty around the basket. She's very, very, very hard to guard.
I agree with you, Charlie. And I tell you what, a lot of promise in this team. And I feel like I've seen there's growth in this Cumberland Valley team already from earlier in the season. You can see it too, John.
Eagles working the perimeter against the 2-3 zone. Cross-court pass, outside jumper, off the rim, no good. Eagles get it back, and they'll reset it. That's Jennifer Falconer, number 4, out front, running the point. It's Falconer with the shot, makes it. Jennifer Falconer. 14-6 now, favor of the Eagles.
Next stop.
And a turnover inside for Chambersburg as they throw it over the baseline. And Todd has a special guest. Let's go down to Todd.
Gentlemen, I'm here with head principal Judy Bumgardner. Judy, I had a fortunate opportunity to work under you at Susquehanna Township when you were the athletic director. You're also head coach at Lower Dauphin Girls for a long time, a great basketball player in your own right. Talk a little bit about the girls having opportunities to play on TV here tonight.
Oh, it's awesome for our school. We pumped it up on the PA system and on our TV program this morning, and I remember coaching and we had some girls-boys doubleheaders and just a little extra excitement, a little different flavor, especially as I said to Mike Craig, our athletic director today, at this time of the year when something different's always good.
Well, you know, Charlie and John's talking right away about the Cumberland Valley girls program and the basketball program. I'm seeing so much promise. There's height. There's some big girls that can handle the ball outside, and I really see a nice future in these girls, this Eagle team.
Right, and I think Coach has shown a lot of patience with the kids right now, real positive. He's excited. I had a chance to talk to him last week, and exactly what you said. He feels like they're young. People in the community are behind them. If they can just stay together for the next couple years, there's a ton of potential.
Do you think you'd ever get back in the game, Judy?
I've always said I've had a secret desire to coach 9th grade boys basketball. I keep telling Mike when I retire, that's what I'd like to do, get a chance to coach the boys.
Todd, tell her that I have an opportunity right now for her to do that.
Gentlemen, I want to let you know something. Judy Bumgardner's out there for a hire at 9th grade basketball. I would hire Charlie Fortney. I know you could probably get her involved in advanced hoops. But, gentlemen, Judy Bumgardner, head principal at CV.
Thanks, Todd.
For Chambersburg on the follow, no good. Back come the Eagles.
Nice pass by
Falconer to Falconer. Swatted away, no good. Back comes Chambersburg looking to run.
Hickey to Walker.
Short, no good. Loose ball on the floor. Held possession.
I'll tell you what, John, I heard you say Falconer to Falconer. How many times did these young ladies, when they were kids, Dad Keith, good friend of mine, says to them in the driveway, and they're talking and they're making that call out there in the driveway, Falconer to Falconer for the basket.
Yeah,
I had no brothers growing up, so I never had the liberty to act like that was happening.
Got to just go first name basis with those. Jackie to Jennifer, what do you think? That's Jackie with the rebound as she starts the fast break for the Eagles.
Well, here's Jackie Faulkner's Danny June-like. They're very good. They're friends. They play AAU ball together. Two very similar players. Very versatile.
Physically, I mean, almost mirror images of each other.
Yeah, and they can play the point. They can put. Danny might be a little more point guard-ish. Jackie a little more, probably a little bit more of a defined wing, but they're very, very similar.
Yeah, talking Danny June of Redland.
Danny June of Redland. Yeah, we got to assume we have a lot of followers here on High School Sports Live. I shouldn't assume that.
Hopefully a lot of people out there knew who we were talking about.
I'll tell you what, and that's worth talking about. The amount of people watching these games has been amazing. And
on the inbound, that's a turnover, so it goes back to Chambersburg.
One way we do know, John, of that there are strong viewerships at home is that you got people going on and voting for player of the game, and we're going to give people a chance today. We'll be talking about the Sun Motors player of the game, but fans at home can tell us what they think about player of the game and about the broadcast. Usually I get emails that they didn't like my tie and all that stuff, but I don't like my tie either, so we're even.
Just under 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Cumberland Valley still on top by a score of 14-6.
It's a chance for Jen Grove to help herself out, help her team out. She's a very promising 5'9" freshman.
She makes the first foul shot. Fifth foul shot. That's what's keeping Chambersburg in the game so far. A quarter and a half in, they still only have one field goal. And she drains the second. 14-8, 3:59 to go. Chambersburg picking up pressure now in the backcourt.
The big stat is 1 for 15 from the foul line. Nice help side defense by number 34, Jen Grove, the freshman for Chambersburg. This must, we talked a lot turnover. Talked a lot about the Palmyra girls and the Hershey girls having so many freshmen on the court, but we're seeing just as many here tonight between Chambersburg and Cumberland Valley.
Charlie, I think you're exactly right. What you're saying is really spot on. And I'm looking at both teams. I mean, Chambersburg, one thing, they've got a future too. If they can just limit some of those turnovers, they're going to be a team to reckon with in this division coming up. And I think really there's a gold mine in the Commonwealth girls in the next year.
Long three-pointer for Chambersburg, rattles around, no good. Ball loose over the end line. It's going to go back to Cumberland Valley.
Our officials are doing a great job tonight.
We have 3:13 to go. Cumberland Valley leads Chambersburg 14-8. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
Advanced Hoops Premier AAU is on the rise. 32 teams last year featuring the top boys and girls basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops offers 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 50 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 5 years. We call it AAU with a follow-through.
Back at Cumberland Valley High School. Timeout on the court here in the second quarter. We're about halfway through tonight's second quarter of the girls' opener of our high school doubleheader. Check us out at pasportslivetv.com. Photos, video clips, games, matches, scores, anything you want to know about what we're doing this year with high school basketball and wrestling. High School Sports Live, and we invite you to join us on Facebook. Just like us at High School Sports Live. The Facebook page for updates on game broadcasts, video clips, and more. It's High School Sports Live on Facebook. 14-8, Cumberland Valley leading Chambersburg.
Also have an opportunity for fans to log on also to PA Sports Live TV to vote for the Sun Motors player of the game.
Another turnover for Cumberland Valley. Up to the hoop is up and in. That's Marche Ryan.
Nice steal by Marche. She's their junior spark.
We'll be having our Sun Motors Player of the Game coming up later on, and you can register your opinion at PASportsLiveTV.com. And
Todd and John, just like this, we have a 14-10 game. That's with a little bit of pressure, a little bit of leadership. Marche Ryan getting a steal, and here's Falconer from the corner.
No good. That's Ryan with a rebound. Lady Trojans looking a little bit, about a half a step faster than the Eagles are right now on the floor.
Well,
taking it to the hoop is Harris, and she has it blocked.
But John, when you're half a step faster but a half a foot smaller, Cumberland Valley makes up for it. But right there you see a little bit of defense back with Lachey Rivera, 5'9" junior for Chambersburg, making a nice block on Jackie Faulkner.
Charlie, I tell you what, both teams are settling down, but one thing the Cumberland Valley Eagles have an advantage of, there are 4 or 5 die-hard fans right behind me here tonight that they told me they're willing Cumberland Valley victory tonight to go 9-8.
Taking it to the hoop was Dara Walker. She draws the foul.
Go to centralpabasketball.blogspot.com. It's a place to find out players are doing from all over the region, younger and college players. Good friend in basketball, Steve Little, played at Delaware State. Just a good friend to kids in the area. Likes to create conversation with basketball players at the younger and older level that are being forgotten about. And we support what Steve's doing, and we encourage him. That's just a great opportunity to create dialogue in the Harrisburg region.
And 1 for 2 from the line, but there's the follow by Marche Ryan.
Wow, we awoke a top-notch player here. Chambersburg, Marche Ryan's come alive. It's 14-13 already, ladies and gentlemen.
CV hit the first bucket of this quarter to take a 14-6 lead. Chambersburg's rattled off the last 7 points now. 1-point game, 14-13, and there's another miss for the Eagles. Back come the Trojans with their chance to take the first lead of the night. Spin move, wild off the glass, no good. That was Darryl Walker. Pressure in the backcourt.
Ashley Johnson, freshman for Cumberland Valley with the ball, settles the team down. Ashley's a feisty player for Cumberland Valley, another one of those freshmen. But I'll tell you what, John, you got Tiana Harrison adding some quickness out there to go with Darryl Walker, Marche Ryan. Chambersburg's got
nice move to the hoop. Taylor Schneidman.
Yes.
Ends the 7-0 run by Chambersburg to put the Eagles back up by 3.
And I think they're comfortable with this. There's a steal by Schneidman.
She takes it to the hoop, off the glass. Good, the basket counts and the foul.
Todd, yeah.
Take a look at there's the steal.
It's a huge play by Schneidman.
Schneidman takes it up. Contact, off glass and in.
That was kind of like a left-hand, lefty-righty shot there, but that young lady showing she can go left. Todd, nice play. How often do you see left hand by a freshman in high school basketball?
I tell you what, it was absolutely beautiful. I wanted to comment on the fact of how quick she personally changed the momentum of this game by getting up the floor, using the left hand and getting the basket. That's a step-up player and a step-up game. And then I was just going to comment on the fact that Marche Ryan had to step up. This girl tries to get on every ball, every loose ball. Right now, we've got some hustle out of these girls. And I tell you what, you're watching at home, Charlie, this is exactly what the girls need to be seeing out here. People watching girls' games, these girls hustle their tails off.
And we have not heard much offensively from Brittany Hickey, who averages a little over 10 a game. She can get it going from outside. Chambersburg still has some more firepower here to work with, but I think the pace of this game, 19-13, I think Chambersburg's in this basketball game now.
So just as Chambersburg went on a 7-0 run to make it a 1-point game, a 5-0 personal run by Taylor Schneidman has the Eagles back up by 6.
Chambersburg going to a flex offense against Cumberland Valley's man-to-man. Try to control the tempo here, try to get to the last shot possibly, or Brittany Hickey says, I'm going to take a shot.
Hickey no good, but there is the follow-up basket up and in. That's Jen Richards with the follow-up for the Chambersburg Trojans. The miss, Richards foul, gets the basket and the foul.
And all this is to buy time while Kelly Friars is on the bench with 2 fouls for Cumberland Valley. You know, Todd, not having Friars in the lineup just gave, it's almost like, John, give Chambersburg a chance to play basketball here tonight, and it's going to be interesting to see how the second half shapes up. And if Cumberland Valley, if Chambersburg can end keeping this close, it's going to be interesting to see how Friars changes the game in the second half. Your thoughts?
Well, you saw right away in the first half when she was in. She was definitely Cumberland Valley's first option, first look, Charlie. Now the ball game's different, and I tell you what, Coach Rose and his staff's been able to buy time with a 2-2-1 back to a 2-3, and that's why they're right here in this ball game.
Yeah, coaches both on both ends changing it up a little bit.
Jen Grove misses the foul shot, so it's 19-15. Cumberland Valley as we approach 20 seconds to go in the first half.
There's 6 seconds, 5.
Time running out. Falconer, three-pointer. Good at the buzzer. Big basket by Jackie Falconer. Puts Cumberland Valley on top as we head to the locker room. The score 22-15. So that's the score at halftime. The home Eagles up by 7 as we go down to Todd McCall with the home coach. Todd?
Coach Wolf, your team, what a momentum change right there with that last 3. You had to set Big Friars inside with some foul trouble. What do you tell your team going in, and what's your second half outlook?
Well, pretty pleased with the first half. Defensively, we're doing real well. We're rebounding real well. We had a little trouble attacking their zone, so I'm assuming they're going to stay in that because they kind of have us back in our heels. We attack the zone in the second half, we should be okay.
All right, Coach, we'll get you back in the locker room. Thank you very much. You know, he's talking about attacking the zone. That big 3 right there is a big changer. Charlie, John?
Okay, thanks, Todd. Again, score at halftime. Stay with us because we have another boys game coming up after this one, but it's halftime of the girls game. Cumberland Valley leads Chambersburg 22-15. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
When my dad opened Hoffman Ford in 1953, this was the model that you could drive out of the showroom.
In the past 59 years, yes, things have changed, but one thing still remains the same. There's always been a Ford and a Hoffman in our showroom.
Through 3 generations, the Hoffman Ford family has believed in always treating their customers with the courtesy and respect that they deserve.
Passed on from our grandfather to our father and now to us. We believe these values will bring another 59 years of success. Bigger selection, better deals, Hoffman Ford.
Groff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer, representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Groff Tractor has built a 53-year reputation in serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, offering the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Groff also offers 24/7 job site support. Groff Tractor and Equipment is your #1 source for everything under construction. All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seem shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it's just a beautiful thing.
Advanced Hoops Premier AAU is on the rise. 32 teams last year featuring the top boys and girls basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops offers 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 50 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 5 years. We call it AAU with a follow-through.
Most everyone has felt the sharp pain of a twisted or rolled ankle during their lives more often than they would have liked. But how bad can ankle injuries get? Dr. Eric Kutz of Arlington Orthopedics sits down with Charlie Fortney to analyze key ankle issues such as why it may be easier to treat a broken ankle than a severely sprained ankle, how flat feet can increase the chances of ankle injury, recovery time, and more. If you're worried about how to protect your ankles from serious injury, You won't want to miss this episode. For the full interview, PASportsLiveTV.com.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley High School. This is the United Concordia Dental halftime report here on ABC 27. First game of 2 tonight. Chambersburg at Cumberland Valley, the girls' action, and so far it's a big basket there by Jackie Falconer at the buzzer, has the home Eagles on top by a score of 22-15. John Repp is joined by Charlie Fortney and Todd McCall. And gentlemen, your thoughts so far tonight?
I'd like to come from the Chambersburg perspective first. You know, probably at halftime, if I'm talking coach like Coach Rose, I'm probably saying, hey, you know, we've got to get maybe Brittany Hickey involved a little bit. I love what Marche Ryan does in her hustle. Cumberland Valley, bringing Friars back, Charlie, is really, I think, going to change maybe the second half.
Yeah, it may play to Chambersburg's favor if they can keep that full court pressure going, and maybe Friars doesn't fit into that style, and they don't find a way to fit her in. But I have a feeling that that's going to still be a tough order for Chambersburg to deal with. But you do see Chambersburg doing a good job of trying to throw every wrinkle they can in to make this a game. But then Cumberland Valley, give them credit. Jackie Faulkner, a big leader there, hitting a big three to give them momentum to kind of say, hey, we're at home, Lady Trojans. You're not taking this so easily. But second half's going to be a battle, I think, of who steps up. Coach Bill Wolf feels a little confident that attacking that zone will change things, and we'll see.
Yeah, it's sort of a strange game. It seemed like Cumberland Valley had this game under control, and all of a sudden Chambersburg came out of nowhere. I mean, they were just hanging around. Only had one basket, yet we're still in the game. Then all of a sudden they put together a little run, 1 point game, but then CV starts to pull back away.
Well, John and Charlie, this is a game of runs, and when Chambersburg went on that 7-0 run, they changed things. What they did was just show a different face. That 2-2-1 wasn't exactly making turnovers. It was causing just enough to slow the Eagles down, the tempo change up the floor back to 2-3. And I thought that was a great call. Both coaches, I'm really impressed with the game plans here tonight. They're both playing like they have something to play for.
Well, and Chambersburg has some real unpredictables out there. You got Dare Walker at the point. They're bringing in a young Jen Grove. Then you got, like I said, Brittany Hickey has a chance to have a second half. This is a tough Cumberland Valley team to play against because you got 3 freshman guards that are really basically sophomores after 16 games that are really getting their confidence. Second half's the stats are interesting too. You're seeing not great field goal percentage, so that points to the defense on both sides of the ball. You are seeing 2 for 2 3-pointers Cumberland Valley side, which basically is the separating factor in the game. It's a 7-point difference, 6 points on threes. But then the foul shots are interesting. You got that's a saving grace for Chambersburg at this point.
6 of 9 for Chambersburg.
Yeah,
on the line.
6 of 9 for Chambersburg on the line, so that's helping them out. So, but turnovers are even interesting. We haven't seen that in a while. Usually that goes one way or the other. But look at the offensive and defensive rebounds. It's a 13-8 advantage for Cumberland Valley, and that means baskets.
And you would expect that with the size advantage that the Eagles have. So again, Chambersburg trails Cumberland Valley 22-15. This is the United Concordia Dental halftime report, and we'll be back with second half action coming up next here on ABC 27.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Advanced Hoops Premier AAU is on the rise. 32 teams last year featuring the top boys and girls basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops offers 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 50 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 5 years. We call it AAU with a follow-through.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948.
Look into the sun for coverage of student athletes from Palmyra, Hershey, and Lower Dauphin. Drew Weedman and the Sun staff are dedicated to weekly coverage.
Extra, extra! Read all about West Shore student and team success with the growing popularity of the Carlisle Sentinel, the pacesetter in Carlisle and West Shore Sports Review.
Patriot News has covered the region of Harrisburg since 1854, from all-star selections to championship reporting, the leader in central Pennsylvania sports news.
Third quarter underway at Cumberland Valley. The home Eagles leading the Chambersburg Trojans 22-15. Cumberland Valley in the white uniforms. That was Jackie Falconer with the miss. Coming back is Chambersburg. Long shot wild off the backboard by Brittany Hickey. No good. That foul underneath. It's going to be a foul on Chambersburg. Let's go to Todd McCall for an interview. Todd.
Guys, I'm here with Kurt Volk of the Carlisle Sentinel. And Kurt, one of the things you've been covering, the West Shore girls game. You know, Cumberland Valley starts off this game with a nice run. Chambersburg goes on a 7-0 run to themselves. What surprises you see, or what is your outcome in this game so far?
I was definitely surprised, because CV has been very consistent in the games I've seen him. I was surprised to see him kind of let up. Taylor Schneidman definitely stepped up. Chambersburg is rolling, and she got a nice turnover, a couple layups. Next thing you know, CV's back in business. It was very surprising to me to see CV's inconsistency there. Generally, they score a lot more than that on average in each quarter.
Well, one of the things, too, we talked about in our pregame was Cumberland Valley sitting at 8-8. They've got to get this game, because this is one of those games where you get one game up, 20 to get in. Talk about that.
Right, exactly, and they know it. I was talking with the coach last week, and he was saying every single game is important. Like, they beat Carlisle. He's like, I don't care who it is. We need to win these games. And ultimately, they're such a young team. Games like this, I mean, you know, they know they have to win it. It's interesting to see how they respond to that pressure at such a young age. So far, they've been doing okay, and then they had that little bit of a lapse, so it's interesting to see how they come out in this half and how they bounce back better.
Well, Kurt, I think we're in for a good one, 25-17. Gentlemen?
Well, Todd, while you guys were out, you know, Brittany Hickey came up and stepped up and hit a big three for Chambersburg here, and then Jackie Faulkner comes right back. So this could be interesting. We got two veteran players for their team stepping up, and we're going back and forth here.
Hickey loses the handle in the lane. Ball loose, tied up. It's Jackie Falconer with the big three-pointer just before the half, and the first basket for her team. They're going to call an offensive foul on Taylor Schneidman.
Well, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see a replay here, but if we do, you'll possibly see the push-off that is being pointed out by the referee to cause a charge here. Yeah. And, well, we can't see it from that angle, but.
Hickey's shot rolls around, no good. Lead pass off the fingertips of Jackie Falconer.
Man, Marche Ryan is everywhere. She's limping, she's tackling, she's rebounding, she's stealing. She's the energizer bunny for the Lady Trojans. Look at her, she's bandaged up. She's got, wow. I mean,
taped ankles halfway up the leg.
She's a true worker.
Pass inside, and there's a foul. That's going to go on Kelly Friars.
I'm in my glory here. It's being able to have a seat like this, Brittany Hickey, Jackie Faulkner, Marche Ryan can, get a chance to participate with each other in the programs and stuff. To see them actually leading their teams here is a reward.
Big foul for the Eagles. That was number 4 on Kelly Friars as she goes to the bench. Less than 2 minutes into the third quarter. Falconer, long three-pointer, doesn't go this time. Hickey with the rebound.
Yeah, Chambersburg going to have to get out on her because Jackie's setting up and feeling very comfortable with her shot right now.
Sneidman pulls down the miss. Foul called along the baseline in the backcourt. That foul's going to go on Darryl Walker. Her second, team second in the early moments of the third quarter. Cumberland Valley already 3 team fouls.
2-2-1 is enough to have Cumberland Valley thinking about every pass, which is what Coach Rose wants.
Falconer drives baseline, off glass and good.
I tell you what, the one breakdown here for the Lady Trojans is, they're missing. They're not catching up with Jackie Faulkner, and that's a big mistake, and that's the problem in the score column right now.
Quick timeout by the Trojans. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
Here's a deal, an amazing pizza steal. Get any Pizza Hut pizza for $10, it's for real. So go ahead and ask yourself, what have I got to lose? For just $10, now you get to choose. Any pizza, any toppings, any crust. There's no stopping, any size you decide. For $10 you can buy any pizza, any toppings, any crust. There's no stopping, any size you decide. For $10 you can buy any.
Keystone Games 2011-2013 will be in Harrisburg. Okay, we're back here. Jackie Falconer continually, John, to be aggressive as Cumberland Valley has their biggest lead of the game, 10 points behind Falconer's aggressiveness on offense.
Her outside shooting has been the main difference so far tonight. Comley drains the first foul shot.
And I don't mind pointing this out because, it's a teaching point at home for folks. If you look at Jackie's shooting stance, she's straight, she's upright, she has good posture on her shot, and she's ready to shoot, which is why she's a Division I recruiting prospect from the shooting wing. With her size, she can play a little bit of forward, a little bit of wing.
Marche Ryan gets the bounce on the rim and in for Chambersburg.
Well, one thing we haven't talked about with Marche Ryan is she has a chance to possibly win a state championship in track this year in a few events and compete for a place and medal. And so her athleticism is not by mistake. She learns that on the track.
Here she comes again with a steal off the glass, no good. Foul underneath.
Now, and here's Brittany Hickey, the lone senior leader for the Lady Trojans.
4th team foul already for Cumberland Valley. Taylor Sneidman with the personal. That was her second. Brittany Hickey at the line, misses the first.
Well, correction, Brittany is joined by Jen Richards in that lineup right now as a senior leader as well. Brittany bound for college, talking to Coach Rose before the game. Several colleges interested in Brittany Hickey. Nice Division III caliber recruit.
Misses everything on that one.
She's tired. She's been putting out a lot of energy. It's hard to have your shooting legs when you're playing, and coach is going to get her and need a rest. I think he sees that.
28-19, Cumberland Valley. Near turnover again. Pass inside, Falconer spins, Hoff gets the shot off, but was both teams continuing to try to pound the ball down inside, especially Cumberland Valley.
Charlie and John, that difference in that inside game, when the inside look is your first look, you draw that foul. The other thing, too, Charlie, you commented on the fundamentals of Falconer. One of the things, she's willing to use your left hand, and that is the difference in, a varsity extension and a varsity play.
Makes 1 of 2 from the line, so the lead is back to 10 points. 29-19.
As we think about our Sun Motors player of the game, John and Todd, it's becoming pretty evident that Jackie Faulkner, junior, number 20 for Cumberland Valley Eagles, is that key. And it's interesting that Bill Wolf has not gone back at all here with Friars. He's going to hold off.
Friars on the bench with 4 fouls. Kickball. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Cumberland Valley on top by 10, 29-19.
And with the luxury of being up by 10, Coach Wolf is going to wait to the fourth quarter to test her on the court, and that makes sense.
And they throw away the inbounds off the hands of Molly Stanton. So turnover, ball goes to Chambersburg.
Now you keep thinking Cumberland Valley's going to run away with this, then Chambersburg does something to get the ball back and keep this 10-point game.
Cumberland Valley 5 turnovers already in the third quarter. Marche Ryan, jumper, long, no good. Falconer, lead pass, and they're going to call traveling on Megan Rhodes. She couldn't decide whether she wanted to take it to the hoop or pass it, and was kind of stuck in no man's land. So another turnover for the Eagles, gives the ball back to Trojans. Pass inside, Marche Ryan banks it up and in.
Well, it's an important possession here for Chambersburg. Marche's continually leading her team. Miscommunication by Chambersburg. There was no one in the back part of that 2-2-1. Out here, Jackie Faulkner remains aggressive. Snyman wide open.
Hits the three-pointer.
That was huge, a freshman.
Eagles matching their biggest lead of the game, 11 points, 32-21.
I continue to be impressed with these freshman guards for both teams.
Marche Ryan gets the friendly bouncing in.
And as we talk about Sun Motors player of the game for Chambersburg, it looks like Marche Ryan is shaping up as a lead candidate for that. We're going to get some help here at the beginning of the fourth quarter. We're going to hear from James Phillips from Patriot News. He usually helps us with his perspective.
Foul pass goes inside to Megan Rhodes. She was fouled in the act of shooting, so she's going to go to the line for 2. First is short off the front of the rim. Let's go down on the sideline to Todd McCall. Todd?
Gentlemen, I'm here with Amy Hempton. Amy, you were on this staff with John Smith back in the 4A days when they won the state championship. Your daughter Ellie is a big-time field hockey recruit. Talk a little bit about the travel basketball that you're coaching now and the importance that it does to build up to the varsity level someday.
Yeah, well, I started with a group of 4th graders 2 years ago. They're 6th graders now. They've improved greatly. They've got the fundamentals. They're really working on the fundamentals every day in practice and every game. And I really think building on the fundamentals is truly what makes these girls good high school players. So we work on that all the time.
Well, you're a coach and your mother and your daughter's being looked at, and you know that whole recruiting war. Now, is it safe if I go ahead and put a plug in for the Richmond Spiders?
Oh, Richmond Spiders, that would be great. Yeah, she would love to go there.
Now, you might remember when they were the 15th seed and knocked off the number 2 seed Syracuse in basketball. But, talk about, like, from the recruiting standpoint in the girls' game, the elevation of the college level, and what's that like to be a parent on the other side?
Well, the recruiting process is nerve-wracking, not only for the kids but for the parents also, because they get invited to these junior days, and they fall in love with the schools, and then you're still not really sure what the coaches think of them. So we've got a lot of tough decisions, hopefully a couple decisions to make coming up here.
I want to know right now, and Charlie wants to know, if we gave you the ball and spotted up on that three-point line, would you knock it down right here, one shot?
I think I could.
Well, guys, you heard that confidence. Charlie, Havey still has that confidence to knock the shot down.
I bet.
Chambersburg jump shot from the outside.
I tell you what, John, and we're seeing some good basketball here. And we're also, Coach Wolf is assisted by a program of great helpers like Amy, Denny Bavaria. The list goes on the CVYBA is probably an exemplary program across the board of how a community works together to build each age group. I don't think I've seen too much like it.
Under a minute to go, third quarter. 8-point lead for the Lady Eagles. A similar situation in the first half, and they held for the final shot.
Charlie, John, Cumberland Valley's doing a great job making use of the clock. Except now you've got a turnover, but they're going to that triangle stall game, a game that I usually love to use the opportunity to play for every last shot and just milk that clock a bit.
Yeah, well, and Cumberland Valley didn't handle it too well right there, and sometimes when you do that, you get tentative, you'll get a travel call, but Coach Wolf has to implement that right now because he knows he's going to be possibly at the Giant Center one day with this group, and they're going to have confidence to run that in a pinch.
So just under 30 seconds to go. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here as we were coming to the end of the third quarter. Chambersburg, when they inbound the ball, they are down by 8. Chance to cut into it. Our next broadcast of High School Sports Live coming up tomorrow night from Cedar Cliff. The Eagles of Cumberland Valley, we saw in action here against Central Dauphin a couple weeks ago, traveled to Cedar Cliff to take on the Colts. We saw in action 2 weeks ago against Central Dauphin, so that should be a good matchup. CB and Cedar Cliff Wrestling on High School Sports Live tomorrow night on ABC 27.
John, your thoughts on player of the game? I know I'm talking about my opinion, but I mean, any thoughts on how these girls are doing tonight?
It's kind of hard to argue against number 20 right now for Cumberland Valley. Falconer's just having a big game. I mean, she is by far the force on the floor. I'd like to go back to Taylor Sneidman. She had that one that one big spark, that 1 minute run there in the second quarter. So she would be a close second right now.
Yeah, and she's done a good job steadying that team against a good pressure defense and a lot of change-ups on the Chambersburg side, so she's done a good job as well.
12 seconds to go. Chambersburg looking to cut into this lead, and they're going to do it from the foul line.
Speak of freshmen, Jen Grove. Ninth grader, and we're talking about another ninth grader here, guys.
Todd?
Guys, right now the house is starting to come out. I'm right in the middle of the Eagle cheering section, and they are ready to go tonight. Boy, I tell you, one of these days, I'm going to end up going off these bleachers. But they are in the house here tonight.
I tell you what, I don't know. I think we've seen it all here in High School Sports Live. These students, man, they just came out of nowhere.
Jen Grove makes 2 foul shots, and the Eagles turn it over again, so Chambersburg with a chance to get it even closer. They trailed by 6.
Now Jessica Sunderland got a turnover there, got pressured a little bit. Another young player, junior coming back.
Hickey with a shot at the buzzer is no good. So after 3 quarters, Cumberland Valley leads Chambersburg 33-27. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
High School Sports Live is brought to you by
Hemp Brothers, paving the way in concrete, asphalt, crushed stone construction services. Keystone State Games, Pennsylvania's largest amateur athletic festival. NK Sporting Goods, partnered with NK Graphics, has been outfitting the teams of Central PA for over 25 years. United Concordia, ensuring America's dental health for over 40 years. Regen Muscle Recovery Beverage. Experience the raw power of natural cocoa. Groff Tractor and Equipment, we're your #1 source for everything under construction. Sun Motor Cars, experience Central PA's ultimate driving headquarters. Central Pennsylvania Basketball Officials Association. Become an expert at knowing one rule, one interpretation. The Turnbridge Group, part of RBC Wealth Management, helping our clients and communities create better tomorrows.
Back to Cumberland Valley High School. Stay tuned for our Sun Motor Cars Player of the Game and register your vote on PASportsLiveTV.com. As we get ready for the start of tonight's fourth quarter, Chambersburg trails home Cumberland Valley Eagles by a score of 33-27. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, we bring in, as we usually do, a sports reporter from the Harrisburg Patriot News. Tonight, James Phillips on duty covering the girls' game tonight. James, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
And what do you think of the first three quarters so far?
Very competitive. I'm looking at Chambersburg, and I was talking before the game, and they have a lot of athleticism, a lot of athletes, and I think, you look at their record, and it's just, you scratch your head, and baffles me why they're not better than they are. They're giving Cumberland Valley some problems up here with their press, their quickness, and especially Marche Ryan. She's having a pretty good game.
I guess it helps when you're, as you said, record-wise, they really don't have a whole lot to play for, and I guess that's what makes them dangerous, is they have nothing to lose, so why not go out and just give it everything you got, right?
Absolutely. They're playing loose.
James, thoughts? Right now, this game's still a toss-up. It's only a 2-basket game, considering it seems like Cumberland Valley's in total control. Thoughts on player of the game on either side?
For Cumberland Valley, I like Jackie Faulkner. She's hit some big baskets. She's the quiet leader of the team, and for a girl her size, she can step out, hit the three. And for Chambersburg, I say Marche Ryan.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty much there's two players, one on each team identified. But if Fowers wouldn't have gotten foul trouble, it seems like the minute she's played, she's every bit a player of the game as well. She just scored right away.
In and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Megan Rhodes. Eagles looking to run.
James, we've talked a lot about freshmen. How about the Paul Meyer Hershey game and all the freshmen in that one, the girls' game? We're seeing tonight, at the 1, 2, 3, Cumberland Valley starting freshmen. You're looking at Dara Walker, a good sophomore. You're looking at Megan Rhodes, number 35 for Cumberland Valley, I believe freshman. What talent do you see out here?
Yes, don't forget number 2, Taylor Schneidman. She's hit some big shots too. It bodes well for Cumberland Valley for the future.
Game tightens up. 3-pointer makes it a 5-point game. It's 35-30. Foul on the side court, a hard foul. Hard foul on Jen Grove.
James, we talked a little earlier about how Danny June and Jackie Faulkner are very similar. How do you shape those two games up? We were trying to describe it earlier, but I know they're teammates, AAU, they're kids that train in our program together. They do a lot together, but how do you view these guys, girls?
Well, you're right. They've got similar games. They can both handle the basket. Jackie has that, like I said, I like her perimeter game. She proved tonight she can shoot the three.
Yep.
I like to see her be more aggressive going to the basket, though.
Missed foul shot. Chambersburg a chance to cut into the 5-point lead, but they throw the ball away, so they're going to turn it back to the Eagles.
And with, it seems like Jackie might have a little bit more of the luxury of a strong supporting cast out at the guard spot, where Danny, by the time she catches the ball in the wing, it's like, she's tired out. She's had to bring the ball down. She's had to do so. But they do seem very similar. Different, but very similar styles of game.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, you alluded to Danny, she has to do a lot for her team. And Jackie obviously has better supporting cast.
Another turnover by the Eagles. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. 10 turnovers this half already by Cumberland Valley. Had 9 in the first half, 10 already in the second half. Good defense that time, though.
The Schneidman girl for Cumberland Valley reminds me of
Barbush, who played for Trinity a couple years ago. It's like just the way she plays. She's gritty. She attacks. She's kind of like whatever the team needs. That's what comes out when I see number 2 play for Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, she's a hard-nosed player. She does the little things. Like you said, she rebounds. She dives on the floor for the loose balls, and she can step out and hit the 3, too. So, like I said, Cumberland Valley, they're going to be a team to be reckoned with here in the next couple of years.
Well, Patriot News is going to have some fun picking some Big 15 here with this freshman class in the next couple of years. You're going to have a lot of people emailing you that my daughter should have made it, because I've seen so many good freshmen. It's just going to be a great class.
Absolutely.
Of basketball players.
Hickey rims it out, no good.
Hickey being more aggressive for Chambersburg here, and she's hit a couple. It's a 2-basket game. This is, we've seen it before, but look at this.
Falconer rattles it in and out.
But Charlie, you said it right when you said Hickey's, being a little more aggressive. That shot goes down. It's a 2-point game. You're right. She's the kind of girl that needs to step up in one of these games. That makes a difference of being, 4-10 or 10-4.
And that is the 5th foul on Kelly Friars.
James, talking to Coach Rose before the game, he felt like, his young players at the guard spot are starting to grow up a little bit. He felt like it's affected the team throughout the season, but I see promise with this team. So Jen Grove, the 5'9" freshman, you got Walker, the sophomore, to some quickness. Marche Ryan back.
Ryan with the follow inside.
Marche Ryan has a chance to medal in the top 3 in 2 events in track and field.
She's the defending AAA long jump champion. So.
Wow, what an athlete.
She's going to go to the line. Her team down by 5, just under 5 minutes to go. Chambersburg couldn't miss from the foul line, it seemed, in the opening minutes. Now it's kind of gone cold here these last couple.
Well, when you play so hard on defense, Marche's been everywhere. We talked about it earlier before you jumped on, James. You get the tired legs on the foul line. Brittany Hickey doesn't usually airball foul shots, and she shot an airball earlier. They're just having to expend a lot of energy, and there's not as much of a rotation going right now for Chambersburg out there. They're sticking with a lot of the same girls.
Yeah, you're right about that. They had to put on the press to get the chip away and get back in the game, too.
Ryan missed 2 from the line.
And, guys, my heart goes out to Coach Rose. If you could just saw his face, if you could just got his face on camera when those last 2 foul shots didn't go, because Chambersburg's had opportunities the last 2 times down the floor.
Jackie Falconer lassos the long rebound off the miss. Sister Jennifer Falconer drives it to the hoop and scores.
Yeah, everywhere we turn around, the word Falconer is being mentioned here for Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, they're stepping up their games here in the last few minutes, and that was a heck of a drive by Jennifer.
Yeah.
Cumberland Valley lead was 11 at one point. It was down to 5. It's now back up to 7.
There's Ashley Johnson. She's another feisty freshman. Oh, good left hand. Okay.
Falconer with a follow.
Wow.
They're getting pounded on the board. That's the problem with Chambersburg. They'll have the height.
But, James, you go back to those opportunities. They had a couple times down the floor, a couple trips, and that's how quick CV comes down the other end and converts and changes the tone of the game just like that.
Absolutely.
So it's a 9-point game. Under 4 minutes to go. Chambersburg inbounds from near side baseline.
Guys, I don't know what you think, but hats off to Chambersburg. Every time we think that this game's going to become 15 points or whatever, all of a sudden they're down by 2 baskets and they make a big shot or something happens and like something like that. It's their ball now out of bounds with a chance to. It's a 3-bucket game.
And there's Marche Ryan underneath keeping the ball alive, and it was knocked out by the Eagles. So Chambersburg retains possession. There's a steal, stolen right back. Ryan called for traveling. Made the shot.
That's a big call. That's a nice basket.
That was a big-time basket. Unfortunately, doesn't count.
And I'm not disagreeing with the call, but I'm just saying, wow, you know, what a tough time to get a travel call.
Absolutely. That was a nice drive to the basket there.
Bill Wolf calling the 5 play. Let's see what develops here. Taylor Sneidman drives, tries to dish inside, stolen away, tied up.
You know, I'm impressed. Jackie Faulkner has Princeton looking at her, James, Ivy Leagues. She's been out in front of them. And for her frame, I would think that she would be soft, that just in perception, but she's not. I mean, she's in tying up loose balls. She's getting rebounds. Very impressive. She gets in the weight room a little bit of strength. You know, it's a whole nother ball game for that, another level for her. Look at this. She's not afraid to shoot either, is she?
Yeah, she has that range, and I agree with you. She'll get stronger and, you know, put on some muscle on that frame there. She'll be even better.
Yeah, she's leading all with 14 points, and one thing quietly, Sneidman has 10 points.
Absolutely.
Ryan has 14 for Chambersburg as well. Under 3 minutes to go, 9-point game. Traveling called.
Well, I don't think that was a travel right away. I think that was a quick one. I'd like to see it, but she felt her knees, but did she actually move her feet is the question. But definitely quick call made there. But
2.5 to go. Tonight's fourth quarter. Cumberland Valley leading by 9. And traveling, they're going to turn it right back.
Tell you what, they've been consistent. And tell you what, walk on one end, walk on the other. You might as well just walk on out of here.
Yeah, these teams played down before Christmas on December 22nd. Cumberland Valley won it by a score of 46-34. Looks like we're right about on pace for a similar outcome tonight.
Todd, have you ever seen this many travel calls in a girls or a boys game?
Charlie, I'm kind of laughing to myself when you said travel right out of here, but really there was 3 travel calls straight in a row.
Big basket by Hunter Martin. 6-point game, 39-33. So we hit the 2-minute mark.
Just like that.
Chambersburg's hanging in there. They're really, I give them a lot of credit.
And Coach Bill Wolf calls timeout, so we have 1:55 to go. His Eagles lead by 6. We'll keep it right here.
I'll tell you what, I mean, James, quickly I'm picking up on the fact that Bill Wolf calls a timeout and puts Molly Stanton in, a freshman, with 1:55 to go, 39-33, hasn't played a lot tonight. How much confidence does he have in the underclassmen? I mean,
hey, they're the nucleus of the team, and you know, you got Jackie Faulkner, a junior, who's the leader, and they got the underclassmen. They played a lot of minutes. They got some experience, and that's the kind of coach he is. He's showing confidence in his younger players.
Well, imagine this. Taylor Sneidman, Jennifer Falconer, okay? You have Ashley Johnson. You got Molly Stanton. And then you put at your center Megan Rhodes, and you put them in the back gym at 4 o'clock, the 9th grade game. That's a pretty scary 9th grade team.
Yeah.
Those girls they didn't even get a chance to enjoy the game a little bit. They're being thrown out to the wolves on High School Sports Live. Jeez.
The girls currently playing 9th grade for Cumberland Valley must go to Coach Wolf every day and say, thank you, Coach, for putting those other ones up on the varsity.
Give the girls a break, yeah. Cumberland Valley going back to that triangle to try to control things. Here's Sneidman, Stanton.
Looks like the Eagles are just going to try to run some clock here.
Yeah, doing a good job of it, too.
And, guys, you hear Coach Wolf yelling layup only. These girls will run this until they get fouled. I mean, layup only is the call down here on the floor. Well, and that is right.
Let's see if they do a better job of it, because they've tried this a couple of times without much success earlier in the game, in the second quarter and the third quarter, and they turned it over. And we're going to get a foul called as we hit the 1:19 mark.
Well, John, one of the keys is Chambersburg is overplaying the screens. What Cumberland Valley needs to do in the triangle, and what I did see Sneidman do, is you got a back door when they're overplaying. That's how you get your layup.
Yeah, and quietly, Sneidman here creeping up on possibly 11, 12 points. She knocks down a couple foul shots here. Freshman providing great leadership. I'll tell you what, she's a close second for player of the game here.
Yes.
She makes the first.
She's right there.
We'd like to thank our friends from Sun Motors, right across the street here, supporting Cumberland Valley Athletics and High School Sports Live. Our player of the game sponsor.
Sneidman hits 2 from the line to make it an 8-point game. She now has 12. And we'll be back with tonight's conclusion coming up next on ABC 27.
Advanced Hoops Premier AAU is on the rise. 32 teams last year featuring the top boys and girls basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops offers 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 50 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 5 years. We call it AAU with a follow-through.
Back at Cumberland Valley, 1:19 to go. The home Eagles lead Chambersburg by a score of 41-33.
As far as teams playing well right now, the Harrisburg Lady Cougars, keep an eye on them. Dwan Lee has them. They won 5 in a row. They host Trinity on Friday.
Long three-pointer, no good.
And Dwan Lee's MO is he's kind of like the John Chaney of our high school girls local basketball. If you look in the past, his teams always get better as the season goes on.
That's right.
And that's Dwan being a player, tweaking and maturing the girls at Harrisburg and finally getting them, where he wants them. And he's got a great point guard in Brianna Sy. Man, it doesn't get much better than that. Holy cow.
Yeah, like I said, there's a big game Friday. They host Trinity, and I'll be there to cover that one, so I'm looking forward to a big game.
Harris into the hoop, no good. Loose ball off the hands of the Trojans.
Okay, guys,
goes back to Cumberland Valley.
As Regis Feldman would say, we got to give our final answer here. I'm going for Jackie Faulkner from Cumberland Valley.
I second that.
Unanimous. Hard to argue with that choice tonight.
Todd, what do you think?
I'm right on with you guys.
Harrison with the basket for Chambersburg. Might be too little too late. It's a 6-point game, 41-35. There's a foul.
Hey guys, I've been amazed. You both, all three of you guys have talked about playing time. Coach Rowe's staff, we've got to give a just shout out to him. He's played every single girl on his bench in a close game. Down here in the Cumberland Valley Eagles side, they played 10 players. Lots of shirts, jerseys, pullovers off today. I'm really impressed with that, Charlie, from a coaching perspective.
Especially giving the girls an opportunity to play on TV as well. But it seems like two similar themes with the coaches here. They both know that this isn't necessarily like a Mid-Penn championship season. Maybe make a playoff spot on the one side. Coach, they're both just trying to build their teams. It looks like give the kids an opportunity to experience this.
Absolutely. They got to get that experience, get out there, get that game experience, because it's going to pay dividends down the road.
Yep.
Stanton makes 1 of 2 from the line, 42-35 as we hit 30 seconds to go.
It almost seemed like Marche Ryan was going to jump over the girl and dunk it. I mean, she was on her way up, and I didn't think she was coming down. It's hard to see this on TV, but when you're at the game and you see a kid bouncing around, especially in female ladies basketball, to have that kind of athleticism, pretty good. I tested her vertical, James, in my training program. She's one of our kids that come over, and I think she was tired from playing an hour and a half of basketball. She jumped up there. It was about 26 inches. That's pretty good for a girl player.
Yes, it is. Yeah, yep. She's very athletic, and like I said, we know what she can do in track and field.
James, I'm going to start putting the pressure on you, man. I read your columns. Big 15, man, you got a job. You're going to have to start calling some people right now. We've got a lot of girls in the mid-state. You might have to make it a big 30, man. We got to go 15 more.
I heard that, man. I heard that.
Now, James, clarify, is it the Big 15 or the Big 20?
Big 15.
Okay, I know there's been talk over the years of trying to maybe do like a first team, second team, third team, fourth team. So you guys aren't anywhere with it? You're staying with the tradition?
Well, they're going to stay with it right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
15s, But it's a good problem to have, so,
Hey, James, I got to claim the fame here. We did a Christmas tree when I was a Big 15er, and I was the light bulb at the top of the tree. That's my...
the light bulb.
Yeah, it was like a little star bulb or something. I was at the top of the Christmas tree. That's when they used to pick it over Christmas.
Oh, okay. That was cool.
Now I look at it and I'm embarrassed. I don't want my kids to see it. Daddy, why are you at the top of a Christmas tree?
Sneidman's 2 foul shots. She's now tied Falconer for the team lead. Each has 14 points. High scorer in the game is Marche Ryan for Chambersburg. She has 15.
Wow. Great game for Marche. If we were picking 2, one from each team, she would be on that as well. But
no doubt about it.
Much deserved Jackie Falconer. leading Cumberland Valley Eagles, hitting big shots at the right time, being big rebounds, jump balls. Even Todd pointed out on the baseline. Todd, you talked about Jackie Faulkner being somebody. Talk about some of the things she's saying to her teammates on the court.
Every coach's dream for a girl to call out a help side. Help, I got your help, I got your help. That's one thing I heard. Hey, pick up. She's helping out with matchups. She's saying, hey, you've got 15, you've got 12. Those little things that when you get a coach on the floor, that's big time right there. She, in my eyes, is definitely a girl that college coaches need to start getting down these gyms. She's a Division I player.
Well, she's also that's like Tom Brady-like, you know what I mean? You're out there, 20 different cadences in one play. It makes me, I just want to go get a sandwich, and it's complicated watching those NFL football games anymore. Between him and Peyton Manning and Cam Newton and the boys, it's like, just throw the football.
Time runs out. And Cumberland Valley picks up a big win to get back over the 500 mark for the season. The Eagles improved to 9-8 on the season as they come up with the win tonight by a score of 44 to 36, I believe, as they took the final score down off the board already. 44-36, it goes in the books. So we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. Todd McCall will have our winning coach and our Sun Motor Car Player of the Game coming up next here on ABC 27.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
Knoll Insurance, located at 704 Bridge Street in New Cumberland. They offer property, casualty, auto, homeowners, health, and life insurance. Knoll Insurance also offers notary services. Call Knoll Insurance today at 774-8128.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
CDFullDayCamps.com. Charlie Fortney's amazing full-day summer sports and activity camps. 2nd through 8th graders. 10-week option. Only $140 per week. Soccer, baseball, basketball, and more. CDFullDayCamps.com.
Borman & Babb Certified Public Accountants is a full-service accounting, tax, and consulting firm with over 17 years' experience serving the central Pennsylvania region. From taxes to payroll, from corporate accounting to business consulting, let Borman & Babb help you achieve your financial success.
Welcome back. I'm here with Coach Bill Wolf, and I'm with Sun Motors Player of the Game, Jackie Faulkner. And first of all, let's talk to you, Coach Wolf. Your team really, I thought, showed a lot of leadership. One of the big things that we talked about on the whole telecast is how you were a lot of interchangeable parts. You're bringing some freshmen in. You got some, upperclassmen leadership. Talk about how your team came away with this victory.
Well, we played 9 girls tonight, running a lot of girls in, and so were they. So matchups were a big issue, making sure that they knew who they were guarding. And as we were talking about, Jackie did an excellent job tonight of making sure that the girls were matched up. And as they were running their sets, making sure, again, screens were called. It's those little things that don't show up in the box score, but it's those things that win basketball games.
Well, Coach Wolf, this gets you some breathing room when you're talking about playoffs. And I know you don't want to look that far ahead. But with the outcome coming, this was really one of those you had to come and get on your home floor tonight.
Well, they're all everyone that we need to get. And we are looking that far ahead because that is our goal. But we are also looking one game at a time because you can only win one at a time. So it was a big win for us. We're excited about it. We'll enjoy it for a little while. Then tomorrow it's back to work and practice.
All right, Coach Wolf, we're going to let you get back in the locker room.
All right.
I'm here with the player of the game, and Jackie, you're the Sun Motors player of the game. You know, I saw it inside and I saw it outside. But most importantly, I saw your leadership. And Charlie Fortney talked about your leadership on the floor tonight. Can you just attribute some of those things as why you do that?
You know,
as everybody knows, we're a young team, and you know, being one of the older ones, I try to, as best I can, you know, keep the team up and keep the communication going because, you know, it's loud out here and sometimes that we kind of get confused on what play we're running. So if we echo the play, you know, just little things like that. And I think after, you know, just doing stuff like that, then everything else seems to fall into place.
Tonight we saw a lot of things fundamentally wise from a shooting perspective. You really square your shoulders and you're not afraid to step out and hit a jump shot.
No, I'm not. I mean, I love going for the outside shot, and then, you know, they come up on me, and then it just opens up my drive. So I think from that standpoint, it's good that I have the option to have both and just help my team as best I can.
Jackie, can I ask you one question now? Before you get ready in pregame, what's that one magic song you play in the headset?
Well, it's embarrassing. I play a little Drake with the motto because we all play it in the locker room. I mean, it's like a couple girls' favorite songs, so we just get jamming to it. It's a lot of fun.
So no Eye of the Tiger, Drake with the motto. Is that it? All right, guys. Jackie's favorite song is Drake with the motto. ABC 27 High School Sports Live. We've got another big game coming up right after these messages. Chambersburg, Cumberland Valley boys.
Hello, can I help you? Oh, no need to worry, Mrs. Smith. My grandfather is Russ Failer himself, and he has been in business for over 30 years. At Russ's Auto and Trailer Sales, we have it all. We specialize in selling a complete line of trailers, a variety of used cars, and campers. Our service department can do it all, and we even have a nice guy named Justin who answers the phone.
Russ's Auto and Trailer Sales.
And what do we tell him, Maddie?
Nobody fusses at Russ's. I'm the real boss.
All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seemed shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it's just a beautiful thing.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley High School. John Reckitz, Charlie Fortney from Advanced Hoops. Cumberland Valley girls defeated Chambersburg in our opener. Getting ready for the boys' game, Chambersburg, Cumberland Valley. Chambersburg won the first meeting of the year between these two teams down at Chambersburg. And Charlie has a special guest here. And when you talk about the game on the floor tonight, I guess one of the big things is who is not going to be on the floor tonight. Both teams missing key components. Charlie has one of them right here with us right now.
Well, we have Skylar Roman here from Chambersburg. Skylar's a returning Big 15, scheduled to have a tremendous season. He knows what adversity is all about. He has a sister who was a tremendous athlete who had an ACL injury. He's dealing with an ACL injury. But Skylar, talk about this injury. What perspective you have right now as you're a senior watching your team play without you?
Yeah, I mean, first when I went down before the season started, I mean, I didn't have any idea it was going to be an ACL injury. But then when the doctor came back with the MRI, said, I mean, I was heartbroken. You know, senior year, I want to go out with all my buddies. You know, I expect them to have a good season. I want to lead them to the playoffs. But, I mean, at first it kind of killed the chemistry because we played all summer. But then right now, I mean, they're picking it up. I mean, every game we play, they're fighting hard. I couldn't say enough about their adversity, me going down, but I mean, they're playing hard. They're in every game. I mean, we just have to finish it and finish the game. But overall, I think they're coming along.
How's Coach Treffler like you as an assistant this year?
Oh, yeah, he likes it. I'm just another voice on the bench cheering the guys on.
Yeah, they often talk about the good players are actually like another coach on the floor. I guess you're going to kind of have to do it not on the floor, but what can you do to help kind of coach your teammates?
Oh, well, I come to every practice. I mean, if I don't have physical therapy, I mean, I cheer the guys on, try and make them better players and just getting the chemistry down. But if they come down and make a silly play, I mean, I'll tell them about it.
Well, your teammate in AAU, David Craig, is also injured. He has that shoulder injury, and we talked about it on the last broadcast with Carlisle a lot about how his team's being affected. So similar situation. So both teams without their stars. You guys were AAU teammates together, and David's committed to Shippensburg. You have a boatload of colleges that were recruiting you all through AAU and everything we did, but also the things that you've done on your own. You've been to a lot of showcases. Talk about how your recruiting is going after the knee injury and how it's shaping up.
Yeah, well, after my knee injury, I had to talk to all the coaches. I mean, some did shy away from it, but then also, some stayed faithful to me and believed in me. And they're the schools I'm actually going to really consider. I'm undecided right now. I'm going to probably make my decision here soon, but overall, I'm happy with what I got.
And I can say firsthand, your tenacity on the floor, the way you play the game, the coaches I've been able to talk to and get their feedback, they know that when that knee gets repaired, because nowadays these doctors at Arlington, these orthopedics that take care of these knees, you can have 100% recovery. And they know 100% Skylar Roman coming back is going to be a leader at that next level.
You betcha.
Okay, thanks, Skylar. Thanks for taking time to talk with us tonight. I'd ask you for a prediction on the outcome tonight.
Yes, give us a prediction.
But I think I know what you're going to say. Go ahead and say it anyway.
Chambersburg.
Okay, now you need to go tell David we need his prediction, too.
All right.
Okay, you're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27. Stay tuned. Cumberland Valley and Chambersburg boys coming up next.